Welcome to my YouTube video. Today we are going to be tackling computer hardware. We'll show you how to disassemble and reassemble your entire computer system. So let's begin. The first thing we can do is switch off the computer. So you can press this button here, and then it will start shutting down. Now that we have switched off our computer, now we can start disassembling. Let's start with the monitor. So the monitor has the power cable here and the VGA is one that brings in display from our system unit. So we can plug the cable out. We can also, the VGA has these little screws, you just turn them and then you pull it out. This is how it looks. All right. So now this is our monitor, the output device. This is our input device, and this was our input device, a keyboard and a mouse respectively. And then this our system unit. We just pull it out. There you go. So now we can remember here I've already removed the power cable. There's another VGA takes the display to the monitor. So you can also turn these little screws and safely pull it out. Here it is. Put it down there. So this is the keyboard. This one here. Then this is our network cable for internet. Here it is. So now we have a complete system unit. Now let's try to open it here. So the components in this system unit, I'm just going to name them before we remove them. This one is called the power supply. It's the one that takes in electricity from here. This is our hard drive, for storage. And you can just try to remove this for visibility. Right. This system unit has two fans. There's this one, and then there is this one which is part of the heatsink. The heatsink is one that helps cooling the CPU, which is below this, as we'll see. And then here is our RAM. This is our RAM, random access memory for storing currently being processed programs for faster processing. Okay, and then this green board, this is our motherboard. Yes, the other thing is this little MOS battery, CMOS. When you press that power button, this battery is one that helps power on the post test, which is a power on self test. And the power on self test basically just checks if all the hardware is working well. So if say we forget to put this, there will be some indicator that there's something missing. So yeah, basically that's all it for now. So let's start unplugging. So there is also here, you can't see it well, but up here in here, this is a optic reader for CDs. You can't see it here, but here is where it plugs. I don't use it, so I unplugged it, but that's where it goes. And then right here is a little speaker. Yes, it has its own speaker. It's connected to the motherboard. So let's start removing them. So for me, I'll have this. If you have something like this, it's very useful. So let's start. I want to first remove the hard drive. So to remove it, you can try to pull it in front like this. And then we do this. So it's just that way. Now we have removed the screws. Now we can remove it from the motherboard. This one brings power to the CPU. So we can disconnect it here. And another one here. Can also remove it. Yes, but for the sake of the video, I'm not going to disconnect the whole thing, but as you can see the idea, it's disconnected. All of this, this yellow line is it's stuck here with the zip ties, so I'm not going to disorganize my system, but that's how they remove it. You just These two plugs are the ones that are on the motherboard, and when you're done, then it's completely disconnected. The RAM, see this RAM? Yes, for it to be removed, you just press these white plugs like so outwards. Same this side. You don't just pull it out, you just have to first press these white lockers, then you pull it out like this. So this is a random access memory. Mine is 8 there. It's 8 GB RAM. So you can also put it aside. Okay, now let's remove this. That was the most battery. Now the hard drive, like I said, it's up here, and it's connected. It's SATA cable here. These two here are supposed to be connected to the optic reader for the CDs. So this SATA cable here, it's right here. You can disconnect it, but the hard drive also uses electricity. So it gets its electricity from right here. As you can see, this cable here goes up to here. So it also gets electricity. So you can maybe disconnect that too. So now you can also remove this since it's not doing anything. Alright, so I've almost removed all the cables. Right. And this is for the fan. Connected to the motherboard. I'm also gonna leave it just for demonstrations. It's this. Yes. Alright. Now let's open up and see how the CPU looks like. So we're going to start by removing the heatsink. This is a heatsink. We can unplug the fan. Yeah. This is the heatsink. Put it aside. Now let's remove the CPU. Here it is. That's the brain of the computer. Can put it back. Now we put back the heatsink. Plug in the fan. Then fasten the screws. So we're going to fasten the screws here. Okay, now we're done fastening the screws. We're going to put back the CMOS battery. And we're done with that. We're going to plug back the RAM, insert it back where it is. Make sure you press it until you hear a pop. Then we put back the hard drive and put it back in its carrier. Like so. Then plug it back on the motherboard. Let's start with this power cable. Plug it in on the motherboard there. Then the SATA cable. Also plug it in right there. Yes. Also now plug in the power supply. Also plug it in here to supply the CPU with electricity. Okay, now that's done. Everything is okay. Now let's try it again and see if it will boot. Put back the power cable into the system unit. Plug in the keyboard. Then also plug in the VGA cable for our display. Also plug in back the network cable for internet right there. Now let's plug back the monitor. Now there you go. Can bring it back. Okay, now we turn it on. There you go. It is now back on. I just put in my password and it will take me to my desktop. Thank you for watching my video.